Hi, welcome to Loft 801. My name is Diego, and today I'm talking about Companion. It is the latest film directed by Drew Hancock, starring Jackquaid and Sophie Thatcher. Releasing on January 31st, 2025, I was fortunate enough to see this movie on Monday, but I've been a little busy with a bunch of Sundance films. I have 10 more screeners to get through before Monday. Wish me luck, I'm gonna try my best to get a bunch of reviews out. Anyways, Companion is a dark comedy with thriller elements, and it questions the ethics of human-robot relationships, autonomy, and control. Now, before I hop into my review, if you want to support the channel, then please take a second to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thank you, I really appreciate it. As a warning, this review will contain some major spoilers, so please continue at your own risk. Lastly, if there's anything you want to see reviewed, don't forget to let me know by leaving a comment and I will do my best to get to it. Thank you. I'm hopping in 3, 2, 1. The narrative centers on Iris and her boyfriend, Josh, as they embark on a weekend getaway to a secluded lake house owned by Sergey, accompanied by friends Kat, Eli, and Patrick. Initially, the trip appears to be a typical retreat amongst friends, but the story takes a dark turn when Iris discovers that she is, in fact, a highly advanced sex robot being used by Josh to commit murder. I had so much fun with this story. I loved seeing how Iris was initially in denial about being a bot, eventually accepting her true nature and deciding that she doesn't deserve to die or be framed by Josh. She puts up a good fight for survival, and you can't help but root for her the entire time. Her self-determination and resourcefulness are great. I especially love that as her intelligence increases, she stays a step ahead of Josh. I love that when her intelligence is lowered, she can't challenge him. I love that despite being a robot, she doesn't have supernatural strength. She takes damage and gets hurt. These human-like qualities make it easier for me as a viewer to relate with her and sympathize with her situation. She feels like Iris the human and not Siri the AI, which Iris is an anagram of. Sophie Thatcher is also fantastic in her role. She's a great actress, and I'm happy that she's been having such a great past year with this film and Heretic. I'm excited to see more of her as her career continues to grow. Another thing I really liked about this movie is the themes of autonomy and control. Specifically, I love how the movie critiques misogyny and male entitlement. Josh is the scum of the earth. It's kind of fitting that Jackquaid has been typecast in villain roles. He was great in Scream, and I think he's great in this movie. He's sleazy, dismissive, and arrogant. He views himself as a god in control of the women around him. He doesn't just try to control Iris, but he also tries to control Kat, and it doesn't end well for Kat. Josh is annoying and frustrating because there are lots of people like him in real life who refuse to take accountability for their actions. For any bad thing they do, they place the blame on somebody else. Lack of accountability is a huge character flaw, and it makes Josh despicable. Building off of that, his lack of accountability and need for control make him a danger to his other friends, Eli and Patrick. He uses them as an alibi and makes them accessories in his murder. Even worse, when Eli dies, he takes control of Patrick and cranks his aggressiveness to insanity. It's a lose-lose situation for everybody because Josh is a conniving loser. However, you know what's crazy though? Despite his sleaziness, Josh has a sense of charm to him. I love the romantic scenes in this movie. They are genuinely cute and funny. In fact, the movie is incredibly funny. I didn't think I would laugh and smile as much as I did. Whether it's one-liners or character interactions, this was a fun movie. It's not as heavy of a movie as you would think. It reminds me of Blink Twice, but a lot more lighthearted. Honestly, it's like Scream or Bodies, Bodies, Bodies without the horror aspects. I know I've made a ton of comparisons, but hopefully they help give you an idea of what to expect. Before moving on to the visuals and soundtrack, I do want to commend the rest of the supporting cast. Lucas Gage, Megan Suri, Harvey Julian, and Rupert Friend are all great. They all kill it in their roles. They all hit their punchlines and still had charming moments when needed. Visually, there weren't any crazy shots, but everything was solid and good. I love the serene beauty of the lake house and how it contrasts with the characters' violent actions. The natural lighting is great. The tight framing is great. The dynamic camera movements are great. There isn't one thing that stands out, but it all comes together to explore the unfolding chaos. In terms of production design, I love the subtle futuristic elements. I love that companion bots are becoming highly popular and widespread. It's funny that you don't even have to own them, you can just lease them. It's also really cool that you can customize them. I love how Iris can change her eye color and voice pitch. I've seen the real-life articles and videos of similar companion bots. The reality of this movie isn't too far off, and it makes this movie a little more relatable. The soundtrack of this movie was great. It was fun and whimsical and gave this movie charm. I especially loved Iris's theme. I love that Sophie Thatcher lends her vocals to some of the tracks in this film. It makes the movie feel more personal and immersive. I also love the licensed songs like Wonderland by Reem and There Will Be Blood by Kim Petras. It's all a fun, electronic, orchestral landscape that mirrors the narrative's exploration of artificial intelligence and human emotion. The only real complaint I'm going to make about this movie is that the plot is forced. I don't mind it too badly because this movie is really fun, but Josh could have simply not turned Iris back on to tell her she's a robot. I get that he's a narcissist control freak who wants to paint himself as a hero, but that character action felt a little unreal. Again, I'm not too mad at this because the film also makes fun of Josh's stupid plan. He assumed that shooting Iris in the head would wipe her memory without knowing her memory was stored in her stomach. It leads to some good lighthearted humor, so I don't really have any major complaints about this movie. It's great all around. Companion is a blast. It takes a concept that could have been overly serious or bleak and turns it into something fun, darkly comedic, and thrilling all at once. The film does an excellent job of balancing its tones. One moment, it's delivering a sharp social commentary on misogyny and control, and the next, it's giving us a charming romantic scene or comedic beat. Sophie Thatcher delivers an incredible performance as Iris, making her journey from confusion to self-determination both compelling and deeply human. Jackquaid shines as Josh, a sleazy, entitled, and manipulative antagonist who is as frustrating as he is oddly charming. The supporting cast adds to the film's fun, helping to balance tension with humor. The film's cinematography, production design, and soundtrack all contribute to its engaging atmosphere, creating a fun experience. While the plot has some forced elements, the movie embraces its absurdity and turns potential flaws into comedic moments, making it all the more enjoyable. Companion is a clever, entertaining ride that doesn't take itself too seriously, but still delivers some good social commentary. So, if you're looking for a film that is thrilling and funny, this is one you won't want to miss. Thank you for listening to my review of Companion. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and hit subscribe. If you did not enjoy the content, thank you for sticking around. As always, I would love to read what you have to say, so leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking. Also, if there's something you want to see reviewed, don't forget to let me know and I will do my best to get to it. Lastly, if you want to see some more from me, then you can check out my vlogs linked up above or my podcast Good Friends. Again, thank you for watching. My name is Diego and I will see you next time.